So yeah, I was Walid, Uncle Omar.
Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. This is the round 5 with Walid. Gonna be short.
Round
10
4.
minutes. Round 4, sorry. Round 4, and this is the last meal for the bloody Raj family. I don't know if that disappeared or no. There's one hungry here. Some seeds. And the last word of the last video, Walid was saying, do you approve the Ottoman behavior in the Balkans? I say there is no human perfect. The Ottoman, they got the advantage and disadvantage. They got the good deed and bad deed. But don't listen to the non-Muslim when they tell you the Ottoman was the sick man civilization. No, the Ottoman ran the show for 600 years. Don't forget Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih, who conquered Albania and way beyond. Don't forget Mohacs, the Battle of Mohacs, when they destroyed the Hungarian Empire in 2 hours. Europe lost in 2 hours in Mohacs. Don't forget Sultan Muhammad al-Qanuni, Salman al-Qanuni, may Allah bless him. Yes, but is that when I make da'wah, I'm not like this clown or monkey who making da'wah in the speaker corner. My priority is to preserve Muslims. Because Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ said, مثل المؤمنين في تودهم وتعاطفهم كمثل الجسد الواحد.
Yeah, a single body.
A single body. If one body is sick, the parable of the Muslim like a single body. If one part sick, the whole body will be sick. My da'wah directed to the Muslim first. Otherwise the rot will eat the house from inside. And my priority is to give the true Islam, not the scheming milk Islam, not the cute Islam, not the Ali Dara Islam or Sheikh Donkey Tarawni or this Lamin Islam. Those monkeys when they say Islam peace. Is Islam peace? Only peace? Can you say pizza is water or flour? There's so many things combined together to make Islam. Yes, pizza got water,
Okay,
but it's not pizza.
Okay.
Talk, man.
Okay, Omar. Yeah, that's about 20 different subjects that we haven't agreed to discuss. But going back to the other topic on the Ottoman conquest of the Balkans, and the fact that without the penetration of the Balkans by Sufi holy men, in particular Bektashiya holy men, there wouldn't have been wide-scale conversions to Islam amongst Greeks, Albanians and Bulgarians and Serbs. And by the same token, there wouldn't have been a support network before the actual Ottoman conquests. So you are a champion of Turkey and the Ottoman Empire. However, this is inconsistent with your view of Sufis as mubdi'un, because the Ottomans
Mubtadi'un.
Okay.
Not mubda'un.
Oh, mubtadi'un. Mubtadi'un.
You telling me
So
the Ottoman state was Sufi all the way from the beginning to the end?
Not everyone was Sufi in the Ottoman state, but
Alhamdulillah.
Sufism was widespread. The elite infantry corps, the janissaries, were on initiation into the janissary corps, also initiated into the Bektashiya tariqa. And many of us, including me, have ancestors who served as janissaries and were indeed Bektashis. Of course, those who are related to me, those who are related to me are those who reverted to Orthodoxy, but we have other relatives who remained Turkish Muslim, and they are still Sufis, they are still Bektashis in southern Albania and in different parts of Turkey. But the point is that their form of Islam is still one that you disapprove of. So they practice widely ziyarat al-qubur, dhikr. Some of them are ittihadiyya Sufis, unionist Sufis, such as the Bektashis. In fact, Bektashis in northern Greece and southern Bulgaria today call themselves Alawis. They don't even use the term Bektashi anymore. They're
Alawi,
Alawi.
Qarib
Yeah, I don't know about mut'ah. I don't know about mut'ah. However,
I don't know.
I don't
Because
know.
the Shia, the 12ers,
Yeah.
consider the Alawi kafir because they make too much mut'ah and incest as well.
Okay, I don't know.
Alawi
Yeah,
do
I don't know.
incest.
As I said, these are not actually Alawis. These are Bektashis who have now,
Question.
they've now come to our
Question.
call
How
themselves
much?
Alawis.
How many? What is the population of this Pakistani now?
Bektashia. Well, it's difficult to give
Roughly.
precise numbers.
I don't want precise. 5 million, 10 million, 100.
No. Probably in the entire Balkans, 500,000 in the Balkans, and then maybe 500,000 in Turkey. That's
2 million, 3 million, 5
no, I
million?
doubt it. I doubt that.
What is the significance of Baktashia?
Because of how significant they're very significant because of their instrumental role in spreading Islam in the Balkans.
They died,
before-
they finished.
No, they didn't die. They didn't finish.
500,000. If a sect was created 800 years ago, if this sect multiply according to the normal multiplication, this should be like 500 million now.
Basically.
Because Muhammad alayhi salam,
Yeah.
1450 years ago, his student and follower become 1.8 billion. So if you divide, take half the period, if the one Paktashi 700-800 years ago, this should be 1 billion
No.
or 600 million.
They were proscribed and they were oppressed from the late 18th, early 19th century. They were outlawed. Yeah, mahroom. Yeah, hurimat
From where?
al-Bektashiyya.
From where?
From all the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, the power of the janissaries, the power of the janissaries was terminated.
Why? Because they are good
Because they
or
were
they
a
are
threat.
bad?
Because they were a threat. They were a
Threat
threat.
to who?
They were a threat to the sultans. So the janissaries lost their power, and with the janissaries, you had
The janissary is the intishariya or what?
Yenicheri. These were the
In Arabic, al-intishariyun.
janissaries are essentially these were the crack troops of the Ottoman infantry, the Ottoman infantry soldiers who were recruited from amongst the Christian populations of the Balkans.
Can I ask you a
Because
question?
because
Can
they
I
were
ask a question?
because they were Christian origin, they were you had to be a kapikulara, to be a slave of the
All the
Sultan.
Turks used to be Christian.
No, they didn't.
They are Roman. Used to be Roman, man.
Some of them, yeah.
Hagia Sophia is the center of the Roman place in Istanbul.
Turkey is a multi-ethnic country. So you have a residue of Oghuz Turkic tribes from Central
know, from
Asia.
Iran,
You have
from
Armenian.
Iranian,
You have Armenian,
Zoroastrian.
Greek, Georgian. In the Balkans, you have Albanian, Bulgarian. So all of these peoples together came to make what we now think of as Turks. They're not exactly the same as Romans, but they
were
they
Romans.
have they do have Roman heritage, Byzantine heritage, many of them, or
Yes.
most of them.
Question.
And the point
Do you
is,
know this hadith?
yeah,
قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله ينصر هذا الدين بالرجل البر والرجل الفاجر.
Rajul al-Barri, what's that? The man of the desert?
No, not bar.
Barri,
البر بر between like good deed.
good deed and.
البر والحسنى not البر.
Oh, okay, Bir.
So, yeah, البر
Yeah.
like charity.
Okay.
Allah give victory to this deen by the man who does good charity. It means the pious one and the والرجل الفاجر. الفاجر is the wicked. Sometimes a wicked man could give victory to Islam, but he's still wicked. Unintentionally.
Okay,
Yes?
yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Like, allegedly, when the American used, I don't believe they helped the Afghani, but they were spying on the Russian, but they forced the Saudi to pay and the Gulf to pay the expense. And the end of that, Islam get victory. So America didn't want to give victory to Islam, but they want to hit Russia. But unintentionally, so if this janissaries, generalizes, whatever the word you said,
Janissaries.
if they help Islam, now they disappear, man. We believe the truth. There's a verse in Quran that don't you see when Allah sent from the heaven water, yes, and the water runs according to the size of the river, but Allah mean the rivers here, your veins, and Allah mean He didn't send He sent water, but He mean knowledge and jurisprudence. So you take according to your size. فأما ما ينفع الناس, whatever is good for people, go in the land and rest and flourish goods. And the foam go disappear.
Okay, but Omar, whether or not the Bektashis have got widespread support anymore and membership is irrelevant. The fact is that Bektashia and the Janissaries, they have left an immensely important and rich heritage for both
In what?
northern Greeks,
In what?
Bulgarians, Albanians,
In
and
what?
Turks.
In
And
rich heritage in what?
the thing is that their branch of their practices, their taqalid and their aqaid have influenced modern Turkish Islam, and they have helped perpetuate practices that you think of as being un-Islamic, as being bid'ah, such as ziyarat al-qubur. Modern Turks, Ahl al-Sunnah Turks.
Is Ziyarat al-Qubur is good in Islam?
I
Can you give-
I don't care whether it's good or not. The fact is, it exists, and it is widespread in Turkey. And these ziyarat al-qubur, it's not just restricted to groups like the Bektashi. It's prevalent amongst
Sufi.
all Turkish.
Don't say all, man. If you say all, you are unfair because you haven't seen all of Turkey.
I have.
There is good, beautiful, very strong new generation Muslim coming in Turkey.
I would, yeah. Well, if they're the kind that you're alluding to, I would say
What do you mean alluding?
these new
What do you
age,
mean
these are
alluding?
new age
What do you
Salaf.
mean? What do you bloody mean alluding? What's
alluding to
mean?
you're pointing to, you're implying. These are not. They are following forms of Islam that are not indigenous to the former Ottoman Empire. So these are not part of the Turkish Ottoman heritage. They're not part of our Balkan and Anatolian Islamic heritage.
Have you heard this hadith? على رأس كل 100 عام يأتي مجدد لهذا الدين.
Yeah, there'll be a mujaddid every 100 years.
So if the Baktashi was asleep for 100 years and now someone revival came to revive them, it means this deen is alive. It's going to be revived, yes. We go to sleep but we don't die. The Muslim, I'm not going to say empire because there is no empire in Islam. The Muslim state, whether Abbasid, whether Amawi, whether Ayyubi, whether Ottomani, any Islamic state came over the years, they don't have one nation go up and down. The more you are attached to the fundamentals, you're gonna be good. Once you start to leave it, like people now in Arabia, they celebrate Christmas and New Year. I send. What can I send one line to MBS?
MBS,
Yes.
the Egyptian.
No, the bloody the
oh,
Saudi
yeah,
crown
yeah,
prince.
yeah. Mohammed bin.
محمد بن سلمان يا الله curse him and curse all the مدخلي يا بايع العرض والأرض والطين سويته في بلادنا العجائب. Oh the man, the one who sell you honor, your soul, your body, your land. You done very, very naughty things in our land, the Muslim land. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
What were we discussing? What were we? What's the
We
point
talking
now?
about
Okay.
man. Is one Islam, one Lord Almighty, one message continuous,
Yeah, but it's not-
unchangeable.
Okay, yes. However, as
If there is a change, this doesn't mean it's approved. Yes?
yeah, but the fact is that these are widely practiced forms of Islam in the former Ottoman Empire.
If it's a practice, it doesn't mean it's right.
Whether
practice.
you like them or not, the fact is this is the real Islam.
Do you like democracy?
Of course I do.
What happened in the White House?
That's not
Democracy.
Well, that wasn't
This is
democracy.
the fruit of democracy.
No,
This
they don't
bastard
have
Donald
democracy.
Trump, he started when you are strong, you step in the bloody democracy and kill it. It happened before with George Bush and Al Gore. This is fake, man. We bring you Islam the fair, and you choose. Do you like Ivanka? What's her name? His wife. What's his name? His wife.
Ivanka Trump.
Ivanka?
Ivanka Trump.
No, his wife. What's her name?
That is her.
Do you like her?
I don't care.
Do you like with her was wearing was naked and showing?
I don't have any opinion on
Why?
on that.
Do you like your mother? Your
not
mother
here-
do this? Your
I'm
wife?
not here to discuss
Why?
Ivanka Trump.
This is your behavior. This is your morals, man. This is your morals. Do you like? We call you to Islam. We call you to the rules of Allah, and you calling us terrorists and fundamental and this and that. Where's the fundamental you do?
No, there's a rap.
Eh?
A rap. Just it's gone now.
Where's the bloody fundamental? We're trying to save you. Thank you very much. Walid, make your last word. Give you 2 minutes, and you do to finish, round it up.
No, but again, this is just anathema to the idea of Islam as tolerant and diverse, which is the reality of Islam I know where I'm from. It is diverse in practices, in its beliefs, in the language and ethnic communities it brings together, and even for us who are of mainly Christian Orthodox origin, many of us still argue that Ottoman Islam is still part of our heritage, and it's a rich part. It enriches our heritage, but because of this diversity in our backgrounds and in Ottoman Islam in general, Ottoman Islam is
Why you call Ottoman Islam?
because it's a
Why don't say Islam?
because it's very different.
There's no Ottoman Islam.
There is a difference.
No,
Islam
there's
in-
one Islam.
Ottoman
but
Islam is different to North African Islam, to Malaysian and Indian Islam, and it is a product of this ethnic and linguistic diversity and these multivalented influences. And this is part of our rich heritage. Those of us, like myself, who have some Ottoman ancestry. I have some ancestors who were janissaries. One became an alim, a well-known scholar jurist in Macedonia, and I have another ancestor who was a mercenary who served under Jazar Pasha in Palestine and Syria.
why didn't benefit, man, if your ancestor
I have-
scholar?
I have
What you
benefit-
bloody
I have
coming like that?
I have benefited because I have
This is round 4 or 5? Round 4, I declare Darin. Come on, man, make last comment because you want to go and go. We need to go as well.
Well, you asked me how I've benefited. Well, I've benefited by like many, in the same way that many people have benefited in having.
Islam is not heritage, Walid.
But it is for us.
No, Islam, when you come to Islam, you have to leave behind all your baggage, all your luggage. If you are Indian, come with your language. We're not going to take your language. We're not going to take your dress. We're not going to take your food. You can eat your own food, you dress whatever you like as long as it complies with Islam. But your heritage, you become Muslim. Whatever agreed with Islam for your heritage, you keep it on. Whatever no, you put it and flush it.
Yes, but the idea that you can efface your heritage and your ethnic and linguistic heritage.
Not linguistic, man.
Well, your cultural heritage and your
Your
beliefs.
culture, if it complies with
I think
Islam,
this is impossible.
leave it now.
think-
We do it next week
Okay.
because Mr. Axe. Thank you very much, Mr. Axe. Take care and see you hopefully.
If you run away, it's going crazy.